And welcome back to Daytime. I'm Terry.
I'm Chris Lesage. It's been interesting so far, to say the least.
It has. We've have a great show lined up for you today. We're starting off with the superstars. And Susan, to us, you are a superstar. You've been on the show so many times.
Yeah, that's right.
I think you want your own now.
That works.
Kind of fearing my job too much. That's all right. That's a good thing.
Susan Laycock joining us from the Season Center for Grieving Children, and Jason McCoy, spokesperson and country superstar, joining us in the studio. Thank you for joining us.
I think also a title is doer of all things. He does a lot of interesting things.
Well, I usually do interesting things when I get a call from Sue. Hey, I got a great idea for a fundraiser.
Shave your head.
Yeah, usually it's just some interesting
What are you doing today?
Exactly.
Now, it's funny because Susan's been on the show a couple times before. Now she's starting to make demands. She's not happy that her chair isn't as comfortable as the couch. And oh my goodness.
And the limo.
Where's the limo?
No limo.
It's coming next season, I promise.
We'll get you people for next season, don't you worry.
Peeps.
Now, Jason, you've been put through quite a lot for the the Season Center for Grieving Children.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about some of the things you've done so far? Because you've been on the show a few times to talk about it.
Yeah, and actually, last time we were here, we were talking about the last event we did, which was last October 11th, was it? Mm-hmm. And yeah, I shaved my head for the Season Center. We raised some money. We ended up raising $33,000.
Great.
And so that's probably the most outrageous one I've done. And of course, we're always thinking about doing different little things here and there. So this year we've got a whole new plan. We've got the plan to live in a cement truck for an entire week, from September 20th to the 26th.
In the cab or in the back?
In the cab.
Okay.
No, see, I'm explaining this to my manager, and he says, "Well, is the back going to be spinning?" And I said, "I don't know." He said, "Well, won't you die?" I said, "No, I'm living in the front."
Yeah.
So,
But after he suggested that, I thought, well, maybe the back would be better.
Yeah, it's good for laundry, at least.
Yeah, exactly. You
That's
could
right.
practice in the
I'll be
dryer.
polished.
Craft
you know what I
dinner.
mean?
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
But it's going to be quite the thing. I actually got the idea from a friend of mine who's on radio out in Edmonton. And last summer, when we had all the crisis with the farmers' crops out in Alberta, he lived in a John Deere tractor for I think it was 5 days. We're going to go 2 better, and ended up doing really good and just raising awareness. And I thought that was a good way that we could raise awareness for the fact that we want to build a permanent home for the Season Center. And of course, Sue won't say this, but I'd love to. Is that about 1.5 years ago, the Season Center looked like they were going to have to close their doors. They were just mired in debt and on the edge of bankruptcy, and Sue's, with the help of the team she's formed and so on, has turned the whole place around. Now we're actually able to realistically look at building or buying a house.